Sup fam, my name is Stix.
And I am Wiggy and I.
And today we're going to be talking about something that is very close to our heart.
Like right there.
Boobs. What we're going to be talking about today is something we've been asked so many times.
Like so many times.
What MMORPG do you think is the best? What is the greatest MMORPG available to play right now? I mean, to start this off, just to start off the whole video, there is no greatest MMORPG.
How dare you? How dare you say there is no greatest MMORPG? You know everyone has their own opinion of that.
Every MMORPG, every person has their own definition of what makes an MMORPG good.
This is deep. This is real deep.
Yeah.
It's in my soul.
Now, in light of that, it is literally impossible to say this is the greatest MMORPG because, you know, like, it really depends on what you look for in an MMORPG. Yeah. Are you looking for really in-depth, extensive PvP?
Open world, not open world, dungeon-based.
Are you looking for something that prioritizes combat? You know, action combat, just traditional tab target combat?
Something that you can RP in, something that has a good story. Yeah,
I mean, plot is important in a lot of MMORPGs, right?
We're not talking about boobs this time. We're talking about actual plot.
Yeah, not the plot that we focus on in some of our videos.
Say what?
Definitely not that kind of plot. So then we're left with all these people asking us, what do you think is the best MMORPG?
It's a tough question.
Yeah, it's a difficult
question.
question.
More like an impossible question.
It is definitely a question that requires a lot of explanation and a lot of it requires you to go really deep into what makes an MMORPG good, in your opinion.
Yeah.
So in light of this, we'll let Wiggy start.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so at least
in your opinion, Wiggy,
for me,
what makes an MMORPG good?
Thank you, Sixmus. I like that question. What I believe makes a MMORPG a good MMORPG is combat. Now, I'm not talking about like action combat. I'm not like a huge fan of like I'm moving so fast using my character's skills that I don't actually know what's going on. I do like action combat, but I prefer more skill-based combat where you click a target and you use a bunch of skills and they can combo into other skills. It's a really picky kind of combat, but I prefer it like that. So I prefer combat to be good. The story can be good too, because otherwise why are you playing? Like Final Fantasy, Guild Wars 2, good stories, but you know, if they didn't have enjoyable combat, I wouldn't find the story as good. So first of all, combat. Second of all, story, for me. What about you? Do you like combat?
Well, I mean, combat naturally is important.
Yeah, it's a big part of the game. I
mean, you know, like if the combat is really poor and really slow, it kind of prevents you from really getting into the combat. Because a lot of MMORPGs are you kill monsters.
Yeah, exactly.
You run dungeons when you kill monsters. You run raids, you kill monsters. You participate in PvP.
You kill people.
You know, it's a lot. It's based very heavily around combat.
So if it's bad, it can really like...
So yeah, if the combat is terrible, it really detracts from the overall game. It doesn't really bother me so much having action or tab targeting combat, because I can get into action combat like Black Desert, like TERA, and I also don't mind the combat to be tab target. Like, I mean, WoW has some really good tab target combat. So does Final Fantasy, but I mean Final Fantasy XIV is very slow.
Yeah.
It gets a lot better as it goes on, but I mean, realistically, I do enjoy Final Fantasy XIVs. But then like Guild Wars 2 and TERA and Black Desert and Soul Worker, they all have great action combat as well.
Yeah, I forgot about
so I feel like if the combat, regardless of the system it uses, handles it well.
Yeah.
That the combat can really be either way. Graphics don't really play as large a part in choosing a good game for me.
Yeah. It's like you don't need graphics to enjoy a game.
I mean, I like World of Warcraft's graphics, right? I like Final Fantasy XIV's graphics. I like TERA's graphics. I like Blade and Soul's graphics.
They all have different styles too. Like they're not just one style of graphics. So graphics isn't a big deal.
I will point out that I do prefer open world or sandbox MMORPGs.
Yeah.
I'm fine, for example, that Blade and Soul has large instanced zones, and by instanced I do mean
like portals.
That they are zones that, you know, encompass an area or a zone that is blocked off by a barrier or a portal from another zone.
It's similar to Final Fantasy, where
and yeah, and Final Fantasy XIV is the same way, and so is Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, running.
That doesn't mean that they're very small zones. They are big. They're filled with other players, filled with NPCs, filled with monsters unique to the different zones. You know, it doesn't feel like an instanced. It doesn't feel like an instanced world.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though it is. Regarding story, the plot, the story in a game is definitely important to me personally.
Yeah. That's why I listed Final Fantasy and Guild Wars 6. Final Fantasy story is good. Guild Wars story is good.
We've followed World of Warcraft story ever since Warcraft 3.
Warcraft 3 was awesome.
And although, you know, they've kind of screwed over the story a little bit, I guess, or the lore in World of Warcraft, it's still a very entertaining plot to follow. Especially if you read the novels and
cinematics are great too.
and basically all the content that Blizzard pushes out. I mean, it has some great lore. You know, Guild Wars 2, love the story. Final Fantasy, love the story. Blade and Soul, love the story.
And then there's the argument between pay-to-play games and free MMORPGs. Now, I personally prefer pay-to-play MMORPGs because I always feel like there's a less of an emphasis on like the cash shop. If there is a cash shop, which I guess there usually is, they don't really have things that make it pay to win, I guess. It's more like cosmetics, you know, change your hairstyle, change what you look like, outfits, nothing that's really gonna break the game, whereas free games tend to end up going into a direction that kind of makes it a little pay to win in, say, the PvP. But yeah, so I generally prefer the pay-to-play games. I know that's like, I know a lot of people don't.
Not that there are actually many left, mind you.
Yeah, because not really many games.
There are literally a few pay-to-play games. Like you can name all of them on one hand.
Oh, buy-to-play games are good too, because I feel like they just seem like they have a less of an emphasis on the cash shop. That's the thing that I found. And I'm not a huge fan of the cash shop system and being able to be so much better than other people using those items, so that's why I like it. Which one do you prefer?
Yeah, I prefer pay-to-play games too. They often feel higher quality.
Yeah.
I believe that pay-to-play games are probably some of the best quality games that you can realistically play. But then I also know that a lot of people can't afford pay-to-play games all the time. So in light of that, there are a lot of people that would opt to instead either pay to buy an MMORPG like Guild Wars 2's Heart of Thorns expansion or Black Desert, something like that. And then I know that the majority of gamers are free-to-play gamers.
And hate pay to...
Yeah, and dislike pay-to-play games, so... you know, it's
personal preference, really.
Yeah, which is pretty much what the entire video is about so far.
Just in case you didn't notice.
Based off of everything that we've spoken about in the video, I guess we'll list through a few MMORPGs that we believe each are really, really good quality and that we personally enjoy ourselves.
We have fun playing them.
Yeah, and like that we just enjoy ourselves. They're not necessarily the greatest MMORPG.
Yeah, you may hate them.
But I mean, this video is, like I'm sure yours, is just an opinion. and that opinion is based off of what we enjoy personally, and that's it. So that's all the video is about. What do you believe is the best free-to-play MMORPG out of everything we played?
I personally find the best free-to-play MMORPG TERA, because it's a lot of fun. The combat, the graphics, everything, the open world, and you can even fly now. It's just, I personally find it the best, in my opinion, the best free-to-play MMORPG. My favorite non-English MMORPG is probably Soul Worker. Soul Worker, yeah.
Okay, what I believe is the best free-to-play MMORPG is Rapples. Yeah. Rapples easily has the best combat, the best graphics. It has the most intuitive systems I've ever experienced. Have you guys seen any of our gameplay videos on Rapples? It is...
Oh my god, it's so amazing. How did I forget about Rapples? I mean...
It is just groundbreaking. Okay, so speaking seriously...
Oh my god, you can speak seriously.
I can try to speak seriously, and I can try to speak honestly from my heart. I believe that the best free-to-play MMORPG that is playable in English is probably... I mean, can you list Guild Wars 2 as a free-to-play MMORPG? It went free-to-play, and its entire game is free-to-play, with the exception of its expansion. So I feel like, technically, Guild Wars 2 is a free-to-play MMORPG as long as you don't want to get into the expansion area. You can hit max level, since max level is 80.
Well, I didn't know you could list it, okay?
If you don't want to include Guild Wars 2 because you can't access its expansion content, that's fine. Then outside of Guild Wars 2, I would probably say that Phantasy Star Online 2 is probably the best free-to-play MMORPG, in my opinion. It is just... the story in it is so much fun. And the combat is really, really great.
Sure.
The graphics are awesome. Yes, it is anime inspired. It has a very anime style feel to it.
Which is great.
And that is good, because I like anime. Wiggy likes anime.
I do like
I'm sure a lot of you guys like anime. So it's right up my alley, her alley, everyone that watches
Everyone's
alley.
alley.
Regarding pay-to-play MMORPGs, I am a WoW fanboy. I have been playing WoW since Wrath of the Lich King. But, I mean, if you don't really want to include WoW because everyone knows what WoW is, everyone has played WoW, everyone knows WoW generally.
About WoW. It's like, I hate it, I love it, I don't like it.
Yeah, if you're not including that, then you really only have, like, one game you can choose, and that's Final Fantasy XIV, right? So, like, Final Fantasy XIV?
Unless there's other pay-to-play games that we don't know about. I would also say Final Fantasy XIV.
Shocker!
I know, right? I didn't know you could choose Guild Wars 2. Otherwise, I would have said Guild Wars 2.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's Guild Wars 2, then TERA, if you can include Guild Wars 2. Just to clarify.
And buy-to-play game MMORPGs, then I'd say The Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
The Elder Scrolls Online, it is really good. The combat is decent. You know, it's not amazing. It's not
fantastic,
like,
but it's good still.
Skyrim had decent combat when it came out, and the combat is pretty much like Skyrim.
Yeah, just with more skills, I guess.
Yeah.
More customization.
So the combat is decent. It's not amazing. The combat's decent. I mean, it's good. The combat's good enough to enjoy.
It's fully voiced, which is
awesome. The entire thing is voice acted, which is really cool.
There's so much story.
Good graphics.
Go anywhere.
The amount of story in the game, along with the amount of side quests in the game.
It's a lot of fun playing with other people too.
Yeah, exactly.
Just point out.
And since I accidentally neglected to include my favorite non-English MMORPG, then I will point out that Moonlight Blade is probably my favorite non-English MMORPG because it is huge, it is beautiful, the combat is nice, there's so much story in it. There are constant cutscenes. Granted, I don't really understand.
We understand perfectly.
Much of it.
Oh, okay.
But it is an absolutely gorgeous, well-played game. It is really good, and I cannot stress enough how excited I am that it is coming to the West and that we're gonna be able to play it in English.
Yes.
I just hope that it doesn't get fucked up.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility, but.
So that is pretty much the entire video. That's what we wanted to speak about. That's what we wanted to talk to you guys about.
Yeah.
Hopefully this answers some of your questions, because you guys have been asking us repeatedly.
What's your favorite MMO?
And it is getting annoying.
What? It's not getting annoying. What? He's lying. He lies a lot.
Okay. We don't mind. We don't mind.
Well,
we don't mind much. We don't mind that much. It's okay. You guys will probably continue asking us anyway, and that's fine.
It's okay. I'm okay with it.
But like I said, that's it. We're happy that you guys are asking us. We hope that this answers generally the question that you've been asking. And because if this did not answer your question on what is our favorite MMORPG in each genre, free to play, buy to play, pay to play, then I apologize. I honestly do not think it is within our skill set to go into further detail than we already have.
I think we went into too much detail, maybe.
Yeah, we're probably looking at like a 20-minute video or something here. I don't even know how much of this you guys are gonna watch.
We're just gonna like skip through it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
we've kind of like just rambled on for a while about this.
It's okay. They've watched our videos. They know we babble on about stuff. Okay, they know.
Okay. I apologize. This went on longer than it should have. So thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for being subscribed to us for however long you've been subscribed to us for, whether a day, a week, a month, a year. We haven't even been here for a year. So if you've been subscribed to us for a year, then whoa, are you like a time traveler or something? We hope to see you guys in the comment section down here, right over there somewhere. Maybe
it's like here. It's better. It's like right here. It's right there.
Letting us know if you enjoy the MMORPGs that we enjoy.
Yes.
If you're playing them like we're playing them. You know, if you think that our opinions on the game on the games that we like are stupid, you know?
What? Nobody leaves hateful comments, okay?
So just drop us a comment. Let us know what you're enjoying currently.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know if what we're enjoying sucks, and let us know how long you've been subscribed for.
And let us know if you watched the whole video or skipped through it because we're talking too much.
Yeah, we appreciate anyone who sat through the entire video. I know it's probably not many of you, and you guys may be seeing this bit right here, right at the very end, and you guys are probably gonna be like, you know what? I sat through the whole video.
It's okay if you lie. It's perfectly fine.
It's not okay. No one should lie. Lying is for bad people.